right there with them. And Lanning trying to keep her points lead as well, as she has got enough points to win this division. So it looks like Shawnee Lanning will be your champion in the E-Mods for the 2019 season. Green flag is out and the race is on. Again, Casey Burnett very quickly down into turn number 1. Here comes Ross back to the outside. Side by side with Morrison and Lanning as they go out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Ross goes outside of Burnett. Side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. Here they come. Ross will lead the lap. Lanning now in third. 99 car of Emma Morton trying to move outside of Morrison for the spot as they come down into turn number 3. Emma Martin now in the 4th position. Meanwhile, the battle continues up front, but it's Ross who will lead the lap. Caution flag comes out as 2 cars down there. The chicken strip basket special, fries and a drink for only $10.50. That is a soft drink with fries and chicken strips for only $10.50. Ross leads them down out of 3. Lanning to his inside. Casey Burnett to his outside just behind him in row 2. Green flag is out and we are back underway. 3 wide for the lead down in turn number 2 as Lanning goes to the inside, Burnett and Ross, and now it's going to be again a 2-car breakaway up front as they try to take the lead. Lanning looks back to the inside again, but it's going to be Ross who will lead the lap, and he's got Burnett right there with him, looking to the inside for the lead down in turn number 1. Into turn number 2, Burnett trying to take over the lead out of 2 and a spin down in turn number 2. Everybody trying to avoid, and the 3W gets in the wall outside of turn number 2, right in front of the scoreboard. Chris Klein climbing the wall there, trying to avoid with a car spin down in turn number 2. Here tonight at I-35 Speedway, a great story. Watched her on the speed zone. What an interesting story she has. She's getting ready to take that green flag. Shawnee Lanning right in front of her. Ross at the front of the field. Casey Burnett to the outside of Lanning. Here we go. Looking for the green flag. We'll get it. Green flag is out and we're back underway. Chris Reif right in that group as well as they come through the corner. Reif to the high side. Moves to outside of Shawnee Lanning. Meanwhile, Ross up front. He's going to get challenged to the inside by Casey Burnett. Burnett to his inside. Ross and Burnett side by side. And a spin down in turn number 3. 4 cars out. 3 cars getting collected down in turn 3. Green flag is out and we are back underway. Jeremy Curley running up there in the top 5, trying to put a move on Emma Martin up front. Ross trying to hold off Casey Burnett for the lead. Burnett and Ross side by side for the lead coming through the corner. Cars shutting off down the backstretch, gets out of the groove, and we stay green flag here at I-35 Speedway. Burnett going to the lead down in turn number 2. Here comes Ross back to his outside. Side by side for the lead down the backstretch. Ross and Burnett again side by side out of 3 out of turn 4. Burnett trying to take the low side line as the caution flag comes out here at I-35 Speedway. Ross to the middle groove. He's got Burnett just behind him. Looks to the inside. Green flag is out and we are back underway. Burnett again takes that inside groove, trying to take the pass on the apron. Ross gets the momentum coming out of 2, keeps the lead up front, but again, here comes Burnett on the inside line, side by side for the lead as they come through 3 and out of turn number 4. What a great battle for the lead. These guys have not given an inch either way as Ross now takes a little bit of a bobble in turn number 2. That's going to put the 59 car of Burnett in front of him. So now Burnett with the lead, Ross right behind him, Shawnee Lanning in third as they come out of turn number 4. Burnett, Ross, Lanning, Martin. Here comes Jeremy Curlis trying to move inside of Emma Martin, running the low side line. Back there, Kit Bailey and also Leroy Morrison. Kit Bailey right in front of Morrison. Morrison moves back to the inside, side-by-side battle in that group as well. But up front, Burnett continues to show the way. We're at the halfway point. Burnett, Ross, Lanning, Martin. Curlis nearly spins down in turn number 2, and here comes Kent Bailey to his outside. Meanwhile, out of turn number 4, here's your leader again. It's going to be Burnett, followed by Ross, Lanning, and Emma Martin with some heavy pressure on the 09 car of Shawnee Lanning. Here comes Emma Martin with a challenge for the 3rd place spot. Goes inside Shawnee Lanning. Emma Martin side by side with Shawnee Lanning for 3rd as they come out of turn 4. Casey Burnett, a pretty much 1-car breakaway up front. Great battle is going on there for the 3rd spot, though. Again with Lanning and Martin. 2 laps to go, this time by. Again, Martin challenged the inside of Lanning. Burnett still showing the way. Ross in 2nd. Emma Martin now up into 3rd. Lanning fighting back. Martin will now slide into 3rd. Here's the high side. Lanning looks low. Can't make the pass. Casey Burnett comes out of turn number 4. Looks at the white flag through his windshield. 1 more lap to go for Burnett. Ross in 2nd. Lanning tries the inside line. Can't make the move on Emma Martin. Martin now in 3rd. Lanning moves to the inside side by side for 3rd again. Here comes Casey Burnett out of 3. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Casey Burnett who will get the checkered flag and the win. In 2nd, Ross. In 3rd, Emma Martin, followed by Shawnee Lanning, Kent Bailey, Curlis, Morrison, Marshall, and the 03 of Justin Bell. And at the back of the pack, the 33X of Chris Reif. Jimmy James Smith leads him down out of turn number 3 with Ron Hill, the monkey man, to his outside. Here we go, out of 3, out of 4, looking for the green flag start. 12 laps to decide it. The green flag is out, and we are underway. Jimmy James Smith and Ron Hill lead him down into turn number 1. Brandon Dixon also very quick down in there is Owenberg and Ayers. They come through the corner. Albert Curtis, who was very quick earlier in the 10 car, right on their tail as they come through the corner. Jimmy James Smith is going to lead him out of turn number 4. He'll lead lap number 1 with Ron Hill, Dixon, Curtis, and Owenberg. Ayers back there with Jans as they go 3 wide through the middle of that corner in turn number 1. Also, Riley Fuller trying to make her way up through the pack as well. Set sail, getting right there with Jans. Ron Hill moves to the inside. Albert Curtis gets spun around right in front of Blaine Jans. Couple of cars spinning to avoid. Nobody hits him. Catch those on YouTube videos or also on Mike Craft, so gets the Cheeseworks videos. Here they come down into turn number 3. Jimmy James Smith will lead them down. Ron Hill to his inside. That green flag is back out and we are underway. Owenberg looks very quick, and a spin down there as your leader spins right in front of the field down in turn number 1. Everybody going around to avoid as Jimmy James Smith spins in turn number 1. In a points battle coming into this night, 51 points. Riley Fuller in front of Blaine Jans. We'll see how it all unfolds. Ron Hill, meanwhile, at the front of the field, goes to the high side. Diamonds down low. The green flag is out, and we are back underway. Field roars down the front stretch. Ayers making a big move on the inside, but a bunch of hungry cars right behind him. Owenberg and Dixon go side by side for second. Down into the corner they go. Still side by side for second, but up front it's the monkey man, Ron Hill, who will lead the next lap. Riley Jans looking also very quick in the 8Y car right behind Brandon Dixon, and here comes Riley Fuller from the back of the field to inside the top 5. Riley Fuller sets her sights on Riley Jans as they come out of turn number 4. Meanwhile, Albert Curtis off the track in turn 3, hits the gas trying to come back out and spins down in turn number 4, keeps it going, green flag stays out. Riley Fuller in a fight for life down there in turn number 2. And he and Ayers get together. She and Ayers get together. Riley Fuller, a big crash down the backstretch. Another car goes off the banking down the midway of the backstretch, but the red flag coming out as Riley Fuller getting airborne on the... Again, Ron Hill with 3 wins in a row, looking for his 4th win in a row and his 15th on the season here as he takes the track championship in the pure stock division. Leads them out of 3. Owenberg right behind him. Brandon Dixon, Riley Yance, Blaine Yance. Green flag is out, and we are back underway. Through the corner we go. Ron Hill showing the way out of turn number 2. Still leading down the backstretch, and it looks like maybe some white smoke coming out of the 72 car. Ron Hill, he may be having some mechanical difficulty. We'll have to keep our eye on it. The smoke increasing, maybe tire rub, but it looks like it's really coming out of the back end of the car. More pronounced as lap after lap. It may also be coming out of the exhaust. We'll have to see now. Albert Curtis goes a little high. Again, the 72 car showing a lot of smoke right in front of Owenberg, showing the way out of 3 out of 4 so far. No horsepower loss for Ron Hill. But every time he hits the gas, we could definitely see the smoke increasing as it comes out of 4 down the front stretch into turn number 1. Owenberg looks to the outside. Ron Hill taking the lead down the backstretch again. Brandon Dixon, as that lead tightens up a little bit, coming through 3 out of turn number 4. Ron Hill trying to hang on for win number 15 as he comes past the start-finish line. The Monkey Man with Owenberg right there with them on his tail. Brandon Dixon moves to the inside of Owenberg. Now Dixon challenging for the second spot as they come through turn number 4. Brandon Dixon looking for position 2. He'll get it. Now Dixon sets his sights for the lead spot as he comes into turn number 1. Takes the lead position. Ron Hill battles back side by side for the lead as they go down the backstretch. Brandon Dixon taking the lead as they go down into turn number 4. Here comes the 72 of Ron Hill back to the outside. Brandon Dixon still showing the way. Ron Hill taking the high side, moving right behind him, but Hill in the second position now with Brandon Dixon showing the way. Owenberg in the 3rd spot. Blaine Yance in 4th, and Riley Yance in 5th. Jimmy James Smith moving up very quickly as well in the 0-3 car. And a spin down in turn number 2 as Blaine Yance spins down in turn 2. Everybody comes around to avoid as the caution flag. Turn number 4. Looking for the green flag restart. They get it. The green flag is out and we're back underway. Dixon hits the gas and sets sail for turn number 1. Dixon, Owenberg, now Curtis moving inside of Riley Yance. Here comes Jimmy James Smith up in that group as well. He'll go the outside of Yance. Riley Yance and Jimmy James Smith, a good battle back there for the 4th spot, but up front it's Brandon Dixon who's leading the way. Looks like next time by they'll be getting the white flag. Brandon Dixon in turn 1 out of turn number 2, and Owenberg spins in turn 2. Albert Curtis right there with him. Maybe a little tag from Curtis at the end of it who couldn't get out of the way. Casey Ayers, Blaine Yance, the 20T of Nick James, and Owenberg at the back of the field looking for the green, and Owenberg's going to pull off. Green flag is out, and we are back underway. Dixon hits the gas and runs down into turn number 1. Here comes Ayers to the inside of Riley Yance looking for the pass for 3rd, and he'll make the pass successfully. So move Ayers now into 3rd position. Here comes Blaine Yance trying to move up as well, as it looks like Casey Ayers having trouble with his hood as it flaps up into the air. White flag goes out for Brandon Dixon as he sets into turn number 2. Ayers now looking the inside of Albert Curtis for 2nd down the backstretch. Good battles throughout the field, but it's going to be Brandon Dixon who brings it out of 3. Out of turn number 4, Brandon Dixon gets the win. Here comes the battle for 2nd. Albert Curtis, Ayers. How you doing? You're not out there. Green flag is out, and the race is on. Tommy Cordray goes to the lead coming out of turn number 1, but right there, the bandit Greg Trulove inches away. Here comes Glenn Denning as well in the 3rd position as they come through. Eddie Schroep just behind them in the 4th spot. Good battle moving into the inside, the 14 car of John Hansen. Hansen and Schroep side by side. It's now Hansen gets by him. Meanwhile, up front, it's a 2-car breakaway. Now here comes Glenn Denning trying to move up into that lead group as well as they come out of turn number 4. Cordray and the bandit Trulove right there with them. Here comes Glenn Denning inside of Trulove for 2nd. Glenn Denning couldn't make the slide job stick as they came out of turn number 2. Cordray running that apron down at the low line. Here comes Truelove following suit as well, with Glendenning just behind him as the top three break away. Glendenning now inside of Truelove again as they go into turn number 2. Can't make the pass. Tommy Cordray from Browning, Missouri. 101 points of the lead in front of Truelove coming into this event. May well win this championship. Looks like he may do so tonight, as Truelove can't get any further in front of him or behind him and make up that 101 points. What a great season, though, for both of these drivers. Glendenning, boy, has he been amazing every time he's rolled out here the latter part of the season here at I-35 Speedway. Last lap pass a couple of weeks ago for the win. Really hounding Truelove. Backs up just a little bit as he couldn't get an advantage on Truelove. He'll set his sights for that second spot again once he sizes up Truelove for that position. Right now, Truelove right on the back and goes a little bit high in turn number 1. Truelove spins down in turn number 2. Craig Truelove right in front of Eddie Schroep Jr. Everybody gets around him as your second in points. The backstretch. Glendenning looks to his inside. We'll see what he does when they hit the gas coming through turn number 4. Everybody trying to edge their way a little bit further up in that group. Cordray hits the gas. The green flag is out, and we are back underway. Eddie Schroep Jr. right up in that group as well. He's right outside Glendenning. Here comes Houston Johnson inside Eddie Schroep for third. Side by side for third continues on with Eddie Schroep to the outside. Houston Johnson the inside. King tries to make a move up to the back of the pack. Meanwhile, it's Cordray, Glendenning, Johnson, and Schroep. Truelove comes up through that group as well. Now he's up into the 5th position. Here comes Glendenning inside of Cordray. Side by side for the lead. Can't get him inside of turn number 3. Truelove gets by Schroep at the back of the field. Now move Truelove up into 4th. He sets his sights on Houston Johnson, who Johnson going a little higher out of turn number 2. Truelove really trying to catch up to him. King gets a little loose at the back of the field. Meanwhile, Cordray keeps the laps clicking away in that top spot using the low side line. Glendenning can't do anything with him. Houston Johnson running the high side cushion. Truelove in 4th. Now it looks like everybody's going to bunch up a little bit as we get down to the final stages of this race. Truelove and Johnson side by side. Now Truelove to the inside, trying to make the spot for third. Johnson battles back to the outside, but Truelove now up into third. And Glendenning claps the wall out of turn down the backstretch. Glendenning tapped the wall as he went high down the backstretch. His right rear coming up on the wall. You can still see the tire marks. Glendenning still motors on in the 2nd spot. Now it looks like he slowed down just a little bit. May have lost the handling on that car just a little bit. Gets it back underneath them. It's now Truelove trying to make his way up into that 2nd spot. Meanwhile, Tommy Cordray looks out his rearview mirror, and everybody kind of getting more distant behind him. It'll be 2 laps to go for the Browning, Missouri native as he comes out of turn number 4. Tommy Cordray looking for win number 12. Here comes Glendenning back again. Looks like he's got the handling back on that car. Houston Johnson goes to banking off of turn number 2. Houston Johnson over the banking in turn 2 as a caution flag comes out. Johnson, a slow move off of the banking, off of any kind of an advantage he can take coming out of the corner in turn number 4. Everybody knows the tail. Also watch that 47. Eddie Schroep Jr. back there too. Truelove in the 47 in the 3rd spot. Here comes King. Also the green flag is out and we're back underway. Cordray, Glendenning tries to go inside of him. Can't get the spot. Truelove a little bit further back in the 3rd position. Schroep in 4th. Again, Glendenning tries to spoon Cordray out of the corner. Can't do it. White flag is out. Tommy Cordray looking for win number 12. Glendenning looking for his 2nd feature victory. And here comes Eddie Schroep Jr. in front of Truelove, taking over 3rd. Here comes your leader out of turn number 3, out of 4. Your champion, the Midwest Limited Late Models, Tommy Cordray. Glendenning in 2nd. Eddie Schroep Jr. 3rd. Truelove in 4th, Houston Johnson 5th, and the 14 of John Hansen in the final position. Leads the field, it looks like, very slowly. Down into turn 3, looking for the green flag start to his outside, John Willard. Green flag is out and we are underway. 78 of Guthrie, also very quick. We saw that earlier. David Miller III right behind him, getting jammed up a little bit and getting frustrated, trying to move up. Mick right in that group too. Cooney to the outside of Guthrie, side by side for third. But up front, it's McCauley. He's got the lead coming out of turn number 4, and here comes a slide job by Willard right in front of him as Willard will lead lap number 1. Wow, John Willard with inches to spare right in front of McCauley, taking the lead out of 4. Comes a 69 of Cooney, David Miller III, Guthrie again side by side with Cooney for the third position as they go into turn number 3. Willard, McCauley, now Miller, Guthrie, and Cooney as they came by the line that time. Still side by side, nearly 3 wide for the second position. John Willard in the Batmobile in turn number 3, in turn number 4. Comes out with a strong lead. David Miller III side by side now with McCauley for second. David Miller III taking the low side line. McCauley take a little bit higher run out of turn number 2. Keeps the second spot as they come down the backstretch and into 3. McCauley that high side line. David Miller III the low side as they come out of 4. Leaders getting ready to get into lap traffic down the backstretch, another lap or so. As John Willard, your points champion for the Sports Complex. Now McCauley battles back for the second place position as David Miller III back to his inside. McCauley now up into position number 2. He's got a slower car in front of him. McCauley has to slow down. David Miller III now there, and now Guthrie right on the back of McCauley's car. Willard, Miller, McCauley, and Guthrie, the first 4 as they continue on up front. Mick gets by Cooney towards the middle of the pack, but up front it's a 4-car breakaway. Here comes Guthrie inside of McCauley trying to take over position number 3. Can't do it. Meanwhile, teammates David Miller III and also John Willard. Willard trying to hang on for the win and the lead as he comes out of 4. And Miller right on his tail. Here comes Miller to the inside. David Miller III can't make the move on John Willard through the corner. Willard, Miller, McCauley, and Guthrie. What a great race for these top 4 cars as they come out of 3 and out of turn number 4. 2 more laps to go. Willard, Miller right behind him. And again, Guthrie goes inside of McCauley trying to take over position 3 and can't do so. Great battles. Here they go again. Everybody closing up on the leader. Willard as he comes out of 4. White flag. 1 more lap to go as he looks out his window. Willard down into turn number 1, the low side line. Miller right behind him, right on his bumper as they go down the backstretch. McCauley a little bit further back in 3rd now, closes up very quickly. Guthrie back in 4th. Here they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be John Willard who gets the win, followed by David Miller III, McCauley, then Guthrie. Mick and Reed is a touch coming across the line, then Alvin Cooney, the 1 car of Zach Beers. But how about a big hand for your track champion and also the winner of this race, John Willard in the half-crazy Batmobile.